Written in stone, born in 45, died in 81, made it home alive.
And we're back. Welcome, everybody. We interrupt your regularly scheduled program because I know everybody's probably consumed with something else, but we thought this may be a good time for everybody to take a little break.
No election talk.
We're not going to talk about election. All we're going to say is I hope everybody voted. That's all we got to say about that. So with this one, we'll at least jump right into here and we'll start BS and stuff. But I think our theme of the day is to go with Kentucky beers and everything. But before we get to it, I'm Brian Edwards.
Boone Chambers.
I'm Jesse Arant.
I'm currently drinking. I dove right into the Kentucky Vanilla Barrel Cream Ale. So that's what I'm having tonight as my cocktail.
All right. I'm having my Tito's as always.
I did have a little Tito starter as well. Just slowly working on that one. Thought it was a good idea the other day. We were kind of talking over some stuff, and Brian brought up Kentucky beers, and I thought it was a good little idea. And we had this one that he's pouring for us all right now. Mile Wide Brewing, Louisville, Kentucky. I voted today.
Which is a cool thing. It's probably been out for a couple weeks. I don't know how long they have it out.
We got it 2 weeks ago. So a pretty fresh beer. It's a New England style IPA. Wasn't much out there on it. Brian looked up, so I'll kind of do a little off the cuff instead of reading from a teleprompter on it tonight. Like I said, New England style, Citra and Azacca hops. So both citrusy, tropical fruit type hops.
Yeah.
A lot of old school, me included. I don't say me included. I found this term, and I have now adopted it as a New England style. Call this IPA the anti-IPA. The bitterness is definitely not there in this IPA. If it's new to you,
it's bitter to me.
Bitter hazy style.
But I don't want to ever give New England credit.
I am not a beer drinker, especially beers of this caliber. We'll say.
A lot of hops.
But these IPAs, they always just lock in the back of my jaw right here. You know what I'm talking? You get the. I know some people out there know what I'm talking about, but I get the citrus, and I do. I totally do.
Yeah, the nose is tons and tons of citrus, which both of these hops lend themselves to.
I just can't. IPAs have always been too much for me.
I get it. I mean, that's
It's
where
an
I
acquired
started.
taste. It's an acquired taste.
I
I'm
will
assuming,
admit
right?
it here live on Facebook that I am not man enough to drink IPAs on a regular basis.
I remember trying Sierra Nevada for the first time years and years ago, going, oh my God, what is that horrible thing I'm tasting? And it was the hops in it. Now I go, man, Sierra Nevada is still a really well-made little pale ale, but really mild as compared to what I drink on a daily basis now. Yeah. The New England style is just the newest. That's
hazy. Why your beard's longer than ours. The beer knowledge.
I've got
so.
Beards and beer go together.
I got like 3 months on here. Just kidding.
Me too.
Well played, sir. Well played.
So yeah, the New England style is the new, or hazy, like I said, is the newest.
Yeah.
IPAs move around a lot. Still the biggest growing category in craft beer, but everybody's always trying to find the big next thing. Like I said, a little less bitter.
A little less.
They add that little bit of sweetness that your old school West Coast and American style pale ales don't quite have. Not as much malt, more of that hop and the sweetness to them. But definitely something that we sell a whole lot of, and it's grabbed a huge part of the market share with the pale ales and IPAs in the last.
The New England style has?
Years. Yes.
Wow. Did not know that.
All right.
I know we do a ton of. I mean,
For me, I don't know if I can maybe drink 75% of that beer. Then I'd be beered out. But I'm not a beer drinker.
Yeah, that's a one beer though.
I'll sit here
in
my Tito's.
In all honesty, even for me, and I am a Bell's Two Hearted. That is my everyday beer. I love that malt backbone. That's what I drink all the time. But even the New Englands to me, the milkshake IPA, stuff like that, I'm a one and go to my Two Hearted or whatever it may be for the night. But it's usually another IPA. I just scorch my palate every day. But I'm even the same way with these, where I can't do a whole lot of them just because of that. The balance for me isn't quite there, but it's where so many of these new pale ales and IPAs have gone that people tend to gravitate toward, obviously, because it's become a really, really big thing in pails and India pails for sure.
No, I mean I can drink that, but whew, as I said, one's gonna be.
One will be a lot.
The citrus, the acidity, it's there on this
Yeah.
one for sure. Yeah.
But I mean, I
it's
get
got a
it.
good
Most
taste.
a lot of these craft beers aren't meant to be sat down and drank. You know, like your Natural Lights or your Ultras or your Bud Lights.
No,
you know.
they're not, and that's
You're supposed to buy a 6-pack instead of
We're-
a 30-pack and
Yes.
enjoy a couple of them.
actually
couple
something
different
that's
nights.
something that's made its way forward in our area more and more. It's been around nationwide for a little while, but it's kind of come more to the front. Especially I noticed in the Murray store, session IPAs and low alcohol or low ABV pale ales and IPAs. So you've got a 3% IPA. So you've got the hops and the malts that you need, if that's the style you drink. But you can sit down and have a session or several of those
Yeah.
beers and not be heavy and weighted down,
Yeah.
kind of like your people are more traditionally used to with a, like you said, a Bud Light or a Natty or a Miller or whatever
And
your choice may
on
be.
a more disappointing note, this beer's probably out. Right, it's done. I mean, it's probably.
It's done.
We just thought it was
sold
cool
out of it,
because
yeah.
the label was a really cool
It was
marketing.
fitting
tool.
for the day.
It was fitting for the day. That's as far as we're gonna go into that. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. This is exciting. We enjoy this every Wednesday. We're down one man tonight. I think he's probably still trying to chime in on stuff.
He's out there.
Yes,
He's out there.
he definitely is.
But hey, a new thing. Hey, you can watch us on YouTube now. So
I'm pretty sure you borrowed my flavored pasties. I'm not sure. But
Is that
okay.
him?
Is that savvy?
hey, Patrick, do you have a fun while you're tweeting? Hey, while you're out there hiding messages, give us your fun fact, and we'll put it out there.
Hey, I have a fun fact.
What
You
is
are
it?
twice as likely to get killed by a vending machine as you are a shark.
That's actually pretty random. So that's
That's
cool.
awesome.
That's a random fact. I would fill in for Patrick, who was not here.
If I may, I looked at a couple today too, just because I knew Patrick wasn't going to be here. So may have found out why airplane food gets such a bad rap. You lose 30% of your taste buds while flying because
Really?
of altitude and air pressure. So
Well, now I have a debate on that and the fact that airplane food used to, back in the golden years of airlines,
Tastes
was
like
a
cigarette
delicacy.
smoke?
You know, it was equivalent to going out to one of the nicest restaurants you could go to back in the day. In fact, there are still cookbooks. My grandmother gave me a TWA cookbook, which is no longer an airline. But I mean, some of these recipes are extravagant and whatnot. You know, that was just back in the day. Now, airline food today, I don't know the last
it
time.
may have a bad rap
Well,
because
first
it
of
has
all,
a bad rap.
they're going to charge you for it.
Maybe they decided that you lost
It
that
used to be
many
part
of
of your
your
ticket.
taste
they're
buds.
wasting it anyway. Yeah.
They're going to charge you for it, and then if you want to sit in that big boy seat, which you need, that's
do.
extra.
I do. I do.
You get,
It's tragic, but I do. All right, we dropped out some facts though, and
Patrick, have one.
you know, go
he
swimming
has
in the
something to say.
ocean. Be careful in the office snack room.
He said, I missed one show, and you guys are gunning for my job.
All right. So back to Kentucky beers. That's where we were at.
Do we want to go to these two beers? Do we want to try this wine first? What
I
do
don't
we want to
know
do?
how well our taste buds held up.
Well, if we're talking about taste buds, we started the complete opposite of where
Yeah,
we
but we
need to
just
be.
did it because of
but-
the
I'd
thing.
I'd stick with the beer. Let's
Let's
do
just go.
the wine at the end.
Yeah,
here.
that,
All right,
that,
let's
that
go
works
with
for me.
the. What do you think? You want to
Do the cream ale next.
do cream ale?
Yeah.
All right, let me find it real quick. This is Lexington, right? Alltech.
Yes.
Okay, let me pull it up real quick. They're a massive. Would they be our number one
Kentucky,
Kentucky? I mean, anywhere
as
you
a,
go.
as a whole, their Kentucky bourbon barrel ale.
Yeah, as I see
is-
it, no matter where
Yeah,
you
that's
go in the
pretty
country,
popular, yeah.
you
And,
see,
and yeah, as,
you
as
see
far
their
as
label.
size, exposure, nationwide, worldwide.
Yeah, so they're it's Kentucky Vanilla Barrel Cream Ale. It's Lexington Brewing and Distilling Company. They produce award-winning beer, spirits, and a few joint brewing and distilling operations in the world. I think they got a place in Ireland. I think I saw that they're collaborating. I think the owner's Irish. Does that sound right? I don't know.
That I'm not sure of.
I think that there's some kind of connection there. Oh, here you go. Since founding in 1999 by Irish entrepreneur Pierce Lyons,
Lyons.
founder of
That's-
Alltech. And
Alltech.
Alltech, which is
They have some Pierce Lyons whiskeys out there
yeah,
too. A
but
lot,
what,
yeah.
Alltech is something. What was something else that was like?
Yeah,
They do like
that has nothing to do with getting boozy.
grains and feeds and stuff like that, or some kind of farming.
It's Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Ale. Yeah, that's their most popular.
Yeah.
Like I said, they really didn't give us a good. They don't have a very good description of this beer on there, but that's what Jesse's for.
Well, then hell with them. Let's just taste it.
Let's see. Lexington Brewing Company has a bunch of stuff. They got IPA, sessionals. They've won several awards. Bourbon Barrel Trail. They got the Town and Branch Bourbon. There's your Pierce Lines Reserve malt whiskey.
Town Branch is pretty good.
Town Branch ain't bad.
I like Town Branch.
It's a good, easy. Yes,
Bluegrass
yes.
Sundown Bourbon infused coffee liqueur. Did you know that?
Yes.
Gotcha.
I did.
We kicked around bringing it in a couple different times. I think it'd be one of those. It'd be really, really good on ice cream.
Gotcha.
It's really heavy, really thick, really rich. But yeah, it was good. It was just
Well, first thing in the
very
nose, you
niche.
get that vanilla whammy.
Whammy.
yes, bring
Sorry,
it back.
carry over from last week.
By the way, thanks for tuning in last night. We had, I think, over 1,500 views, which is awesome. That's great.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. I think our viewership is down tonight because I think everybody's a little preoccupied with something. I don't know really what's going on, but
Wow.
this is delicious.
It is.
Like, I expected to
That
have, like,
is dessert.
it is.
I wish there were more cream ales in this area. More cream ales that I could get. The one that everybody knows and maybe not even realize is a cream ale is Little Kings. Been around forever.
I've never had a Little King.
But this style beer, what they do to it, it's an ale, which is a top fermentation versus lagers that are bottom fermentation. But then they cold store or lager this ale, which softens it up, gets rid of some of that bitterness. They usually add like rice or corn as an adjunct to help get rid of the bitterness too and get the esters down. But these cream ales, they're
like,
full but not too full. They're rich. I really like a
me,
good cream ale.
It's a cross between a beer and a White Russian.
It's got it. And
I mean, the vanilla is so
it is
prominent
just like
in this.
it's like ice cream. It is
Cream
delicious.
soda.
and despite
But-
the name, it's not. There's no milk or cream or anything added in this.
it is-
It is a.
I guess it's because
Just
of the
a brand.
vanilla. I guess is that what gives it.
But a lot of these cream ales have that rich, full, and almost like a creamy. I've had a couple orange cream ales that are almost dreamsicle like.
Yeah.
They've
So it's
all
like-
got that to them, even though and I'm sure that's where the name came from when they were first brewed.
I did not expect that at all. Because we're like, I'm not a beer. Like, I expected the beer to kind of be like, but like that is like dessert.
Well, that's when we were talking about it yesterday, and you said something about that one. I immediately went, "Yes, let's do that," because I knew you both would go, "Oh my,
Yeah.
this isn't my
Such a
thing. But this
contrast
I
from
can
the,
drink this thing."
I voted today that we just.
Oh
had.
yeah, we went from that to that. It was like,
yeah.
Well, then we're gonna go to the
different
shotgun
animals
wedding,
here.
and it's gonna be. We almost should have finished because it's like, man, that's like I
Now,
can.
for me personally, not a beer guy, I could drink a bottle of that.
Well, that's something I'm sitting at a
I
restaurant.
could drink 2 bottles of that and probably more and have a real bad hangover.
Yeah. Well, this is something I'm sitting at a restaurant. I don't have plans the rest of the evening. I'm gonna go home and pay the babysitter. I'm gonna have that as dessert. Like that to me is like
That would be a good finish.
It's a good
meal
finish.
beer.
that's what it's just
sure.
like. It's like a port. It's
For
you
sure.
get your port wine, which I would never order
Yeah.
port wine. It's just too.
All right.
But that is like the nice little finish. I don't know if I could start a night with that.
It is, and you could chill
It
it
is
down a little
refreshing,
more, and
though.
it feels a little thinner
Yeah.
when you chill it down a little more.
You
We
put
have
it
them
put it in
sitting
a
out for
frosty
few
mug or
minutes,
something.
But
Maybe
yeah, but all those flavors, it's still
like
going to
ice
have
cream.
all that. It's just not going to feel as full and as rich. You can chill some of that out of it if you get it a little colder, but everything is still there. You almost chill a little bit of flavor out of it. Kind of like if you get anything too cold, you're chilling some flavor out of
All
it.
right,
So
all right.
Patrick says quite a few women like this. Yeah, and I get it. That's probably why
my
I
wife
like it.
loves it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's trying to
Yeah,
say
he's-
something there. That's a
Women
jab.
are 50+% of our clientele, so
Probably
that's a
more
good thing. 2 thumbs up.
But 60% of our viewers are men, though. I've noticed. That's based off of Facebook. But
That might be the sports store.
Yeah, that's my picks.
which we did
They're
not.
waiting to
we
feel
could
better about
start
themselves.
discussing
So
other
Which,
things.
by the way,
They
we
don't.
didn't look, but Patrick went 0 for 7.
we're gonna call it.
Oh, but this is really. I didn't think I would like this. I just expected it would be something funky, and it's actually quite nice.
Oh, yeah.
No,
That's not bad.
I had that feeling, like I said, when you pointed and said, "Hey, let's do a Kentucky ale." You went, "Yes, that's the one. It'll be enjoyed by all."
It's fun doing these little Kentucky brew. You know, we call them local, but all of them are still 4 hours away.
Yeah, we had that discussion.
Because we were talking about, well, we
yesterday,
should do some regional. I was like, well, we'll do a regional one
Like,
time.
yeah, we can do beer hours from Nashville. That's actually closer than every other brewery that we can actually get canned.
true.
Honestly, the
That's,
hardest thing about this show is figuring out what was that? Oh, it's Alexa just went off back there. Yeah, the hardest part of this show is figuring out what we want to do each week. So we need feedback. If you got
Input.
Feedback,
Yeah, give us
suggestions,
input.
things like that.
Something y'all want to see us try.
that, or I mean, if something you
Go
guys
with.
want to see us cringe at, if you give some off the wall liqueur that we have, we'll bring it in here and try it. Yeah, that makes it fun because, and plus I love when we get them. I try to look them up and see what everybody's about and try to research them and all. But you can tell craft brew guys are pretty much, they care about their beer, and that's about
You know,
it.
for me, especially these beers, most of the time, these are the first time I've tried
all
any
this
of
stuff
these
is for me.
beers.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, I'm a pretty simple beer drinker.
You're getting an honest opinion
That's for sure.
out of somebody right here, and Jesse's got the knowledge because, well, the beer, as we
Yes.
discussed.
Yeah, which is very.
I just hit the mic, sorry.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, we were talking about the random stuff and all that too. Boone and I have a little bartending background years ago.
A
You
long
guys
time
throw
ago,
out
yeah.
some weird stuff at us. We could probably come up with some cocktails given a week or two notice if we came up with something like that too. Maybe some holiday cocktails or something. So
Oh, yeah.
throw out some ideas, give us some feedback, and we'll see what we can do.
Yeah, and you can always comment if you're watching this show 5 days from now. Put some stuff. We're always checking it to
Put
see
it on.
things.
Yeah, we're watching.
And that way we'll know.
We're watching.
But I mean, ideally, we'd like to get if we can ever get over everything that's going on in society with that, we would love to bring some people in here that have that. We have lots, and eventually we maybe can Skype or Zoom some people in here and make cocktails and kind of keep it fun, entertaining. That's kind of the whole.
Oh,
goal.
yeah. Yeah, we
Yeah.
have
BTA,
connections
CKC.
in that
And yeah,
area.
and you know what? Maybe I think some point we could do some live shows or something like out at a. Maybe we can go to the Apple or something and do a show from that one time. I think it'd be kind of entertaining. Maybe just spitballing some stuff. I don't know.
All
We'll
right.
see. But that way we can have it.
We're open for suggestions.
Yeah. Any things you think we should do with the show?
Yeah,
because
we're-
we're always
we're-
like I said, we're naive to this.
We're enjoying this, and we want you
fun.
guys to do the
Yeah.
same and feel like you're a part of it. Especially a few of y'all who have been watching with us from the beginning. We really appreciate it. But yeah, throw us any suggestions you got.
Like I said, this is 30 some odd minutes away from everything else that you've been probably watching anyways, so it's good to take a break. Definitely is for me.
Yeah.
So let's try this other beer.
We try the shotgun wedding.
I have had some Country Boys. I don't believe I've had Shotgun Wedding though.
I'm a huge fan of Cougar Bait. That's always kind of when I don't know what I want to drink.
It's a really good little blonde ale.
Cougar Bait is kind of like when I want something different, and when you're not a huge, crazy beer drinker, it's a very good next step.
Yeah.
Was that fair to say?
Yeah,
Just
absolutely.
with my novice palate,
It doesn't have anything that's going to take you into a weird yeasty thing with some of the Belgian whites. It doesn't have a crazy amount of hops. It's a good little balance. It's a very good kind of middle of the road beer once you're stepping away from your pilsners and lagers.
yeah. So shotgun wedding.
You-
I can do it again. You got to do the wine. Let's see. Country
right.
Boy Brewing was founded in 2012 by 3 native Kentuckians with a passion for great craft beer. Country Boy prides itself on making minimally processed beers with high quality, real ingredients. Their passion for great beers shines through their core brands: Cougar Bait, American Blonde; Shotgun Wedding, Vanilla Brown Ale, and their recent expansion to Georgetown, Kentucky was the largest production brewery in the state, which will allow them to can their popular Cliff Jumper IPA, their Halfway Home Pale Ale, in addition to several others. They have a bunch of seasonal stuff too, don't they?
They do a lot of seasonal stuff.
So it sounds like they're doing
Yeah,
big
like
things.
they do like the key lime Cougar Bait.
Yeah, so I did not try it. I meant to try it. Don't they do a Christmas ale or something? I thought.
Yeah, they do Christmas. They do Oktoberfest. They do a lot of seasonal stuff. They have
And they're good.
Nate's Coffee Brown. I'm trying to think what else they've got. A winter.
I've met them.
Christmas
A
beer.
couple of their owners. They're good dudes.
One of the owners went to Murray State.
Oh, cool! I didn't know that.
He
Yeah.
used to come in the Apple all the time.
Nice.
Yeah.
And when we opened the cellar door, the North Store here in Murray, the first time he came in, he introduced himself, and we recognized who he was, and went, "Oh, hey, Evan, yes." He's coming and see us at Apple. So some Murray ties there too.
Let's see.
This is not bad also.
No.
I can drink this.
Still tastes vanilla.
You get
Yeah,
the
it's gonna be
vanilla,
hard to get
but
away.
it's
Like I
not
said, it was-
vanilla like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, there's a darker, I don't know, I want to say chocolate coffee, somewhere in the middle there.
These are malt driven as far as your palate's going to go. The malts are what is going to be the most thing that you taste. They're going to be somewhere in between like an amber ale and moving into your porters and stouts. Less bitterness than your porters and stouts. So they're the one thing with browns though, if you don't know what you're getting, talk to your beer guy at the store, because browns. And this is a light-bodied brown.
Yeah, there's not a lot.
Yeah, it's good.
And
It's
I've
good,
had
dude.
some browns that are like,
There's some browns that are really rich malts, really big, really almost the body of a porter or something. There's some that are lighter body like this. You'll have the Sierra Nevada makes a tumbler that's a really hoppy brown ale, which I don't think we've gotten the last couple seasons actually when it's come out. But there's so many different ways that brown ales are done. The main thing with them is low bitterness as far as when
It's
in
not bitter.
comparison
yeah.
to
Not,
the
it's,
darker
there's no
because
bitterness.
of that bite.
It doesn't leave that taste, that aftertaste
yeah.
in your mouth. Yeah.
malt driven, and like I said, from there they can kind of range in all over the place with body.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're not sure,
No,
ask.
that's an easy drinking, sit around the campfire right there. No doubt about it.
No, like I said, I think that's what I've been drinking. So I've had one before the show started, and it's good, man.
Yeah, this is one of those. If you're a fan of just the lager style in like an Oktoberfest, the Marzen, this is going to be similar where you get those caramels and vanillas and stuff like that through the malts.
Yeah.
Maybe that was the word I was looking for. Yeah.
So we get some things.
Now for me, I stick to the hard stuff most of the time.
Good
Not much
Tito's.
of a beer guy,
Yeah, and we'll probably
unless I'm mixing it with a shot of whiskey to Boilermaker style.
Or I just saw Walt comment. He goes, "Flaming Dr Peppers." He goes, "We could just do an episode of nothing but holiday cocktails, which we may do because we got Thanksgiving coming up in a couple weeks."
Flashbacks of bad memories. They were saying, so,
I can do Jaeger bombs. I can make one of those. That's about it. That's my sin. I'm not the bar guy.
Beef had to say picture of rock lobsters.
I used to hate making those.
What is
No.
that? I don't even know what that is.
Do
I wanna ask?
But he would order them by the pitcher, and we would
It was
use
supposed to be Crown,
bottom shelf stuff when we
Chambord,
made your pitchers. By the way,
Cranberry.
beef. So
It's been a long time since I made a rock lobster. Am I
Yeah.
right? Crown was technically what it was supposed to be. We always use the cheap stuff, especially for Brandon Kennedy. Chambord
I think it was a raspberry.
or raspberry liqueur
Yeah,
and cranberry juice.
I think so.
Splash of
That's
soda.
what I was thinking.
Splash
So,
of soda / 7-Up if you want to make it sweeter. There you go.
I always cut it down to stretch it out.
Yeah, no. Hey, that was pretty good recall for this guy.
No,
that's,
and yeah. Well,
that's a decade removed at least.
At
so,
least.
Yes.
Yeah. I saw somebody said something about taste the entire bourbon trail. One of our goals is once they will let us go back and do a barrel pick is to bring in the camera and actually do the whole. One of our shows will be devoted to just the ins and outs of the process of doing a barrel
That's
pick.
definitely some of the best times we have
Yeah.
as a group and doing this in the liquor business is going to these distilleries and
Yeah.
sampling barrels and picking our own barrel and meeting these people.
And seeing the process and the
Oh, yeah.
history of all this stuff. It's
Yeah.
really it's quite unique. It's quite entertaining. It's
It
pretty
is,
cool,
and
man.
It is fun.
Speaking of which, we actually have two scheduled, I believe, in February.
Nice.
That they're going to let us go back to the distillery and do so. One will be our first for an actual, the four of us that always go, which is us three and Patrick.
And probably Austin
at
and Cameron.
1792. Yeah, Austin, come with us. Yeah, you get to do it too and experience your first time, which there's nothing like the first time, so you'll love it. But it'll be at Barton, 1792.
1792.
Speaking of
Well, I was
1792,
gonna say, aren't we getting that?
we are getting our first barrel. We had a barrel selection scheduled for this summer. They ended up doing a distiller's pick
Drop for next
us.
week. We're probably trying
We'll
1792.
probably do that. We got it bottled
Is
at
it coming this
full
week?
proof. It'll be at Murray.
Yeah, so that'll probably be on the show next
at
week.
Soto Murray and Thoroughbred tomorrow, and Mayfield and Draftonville stores Friday.
Okay.
But it was
So yeah, we'll do that for the
bottled
show.
full proof.
We
It was
don't
Yeah.
taste
for
it until the show.
1792 is 114, I believe.
I can
is the
wait.
proof.
Maybe.
So
May-
I,
The weather looks really nice, so it may not be a beer drinking weekend or not. so we'll see. Or sorry, whiskey
see.
drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be a drinking weekend. For
Well,
sure.
it's November. Wait,
It's supposed to be like.
I don't
70.
think it matters what weekend it is.
Good point.
to
I just
be a
vary
bourbon
what I
drinking
drink
weekend.
based off the temperature a lot of times too outside. But
Yeah.
okay, so we've done the Cougar Bay.
We've done the beers.
We've done the BS.
They're the
It was
big.
Shotgun Wedding.
I'll bring the
not
BS.
Cougar Bait.
Shotgun. Sorry, same company at least. At least I didn't cross
Same
that.
company, yes. Cougar Bait.
Are you ready to read this? Wine?
We're doing wine. Oh,
Honestly, my
your
favorite
water.
segment of the
Cleanse your
show
palate.
is when Boone reads the wine description.
well, some of the you put these up here and they are ridiculous.
And you're not he's not allowed to read them until he goes live, just for you guys get the comedy of it.
Just because I laugh at ridiculous things.
We all
So,
laugh at it because
all right.
we're like I said, we don't take we just enjoy drinking. We enjoy the tasting new things. We're not experts.
Did
on
you
any of
type
this.
that 7 Deadly with an extra E in up there?
I have no idea. Yeah, that's definitely a typo. But you
All
got,
right, all
dang
right.
it, who put a question mark on the teleprompter?
So now, I'm Ron Burgundy?
no, I'm Ron Burger.
No, wait,
Seven
yeah, I'm
Deadly
Ron.
Cab.
He was Ron.
It was called. It was called
Seven
Silly Dab.
All right,
Seven Deadly
so we're
Cab.
going to try wine. We're going to try a cab. 7 Deadly Cab. History. It says history. In 2020, 7 Deadly proudly introduced 7 Deadly Cab, a Cabernet Sauvignon crafted from the diverse and hollowed soils of the
Lodi.
Lodi.
Sorry, that was my fault.
What is that?
Lodi. That's the area. That's the
Oh, all right.
Lodi Cab.
Appellation, yeah, Lodi, California.
Lodi.
Which I think is
All right.
pretty much. Is
Growing
that where
conditions.
Michael? We were thinking there's a connection to Michael David, right?
It was originally
Not very
owned
well.
by at least Michael David. 7 Deadly wasn't sold off a couple of years ago.
Seven Deadly Zen. They've made it
7
forever.
Deadly
That's
Zens
where
was
this
the
comes
original.
from.
So
Yeah.
the growing conditions in 2018 were apparently ideal. The grapes were picked in October, allowing for more time during the relatively cool growing season, which delivered more flavor development with so many ideal factors coming together at the peak of harvest. 2018 is a vintage to look out for. Are we? Did you? Put it
This is all
in,
copy and
put
pasted
it
from
in
their
your
website.
wine cellar and save it and give it to your kids, and then 100 years from now,
Here, let me tell you.
everybody's going to be looking for 2018. All right.
It's sinful indeed.
Tasting notes. Sinful indeed. Aged approximately 6 months on French oak. Our 2018 Cabernet Sauvignon is full-bodied and seductive.
Just like
you did
you.
this on purpose. Flavors of a jammy blackberry are followed by aromas of vanilla and mocha, leaving a wine with a big mouthfeel. Mouthfeel. Get your mouthfeel of that. Good structure and a long finish. All right, the build-up's too much. I've got to dive in.
I actually
I
didn't.
can't
I
wait
didn't
to get the
either.
mouthfeel here. Actually, it doesn't smell bad.
Seven Deadly Zen is very like there's Infidel's very solid.
Yeah.
So I've never had that. This because this just came out
This is
right.
the first one. Yeah, it came out. Just came available on our market a few months ago. I think I missed when it very first came out, but we just got it in stores. We bought the little case deal a couple weeks ago and got it in. So
As I've said before, I'm not a big red wine fan. Bit on the dry side for me. It's not too dry as far as cabs go, though.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
But for me, I'm not a big red wine drinker. Flavor-wise, you definitely feel it in your mouth.
it's full, but with all the description and what I know from the Lodi Zens especially, I was expecting a little more richness to it. A little fuller even maybe.
Thin in it.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
I mean, it's not that
It's good.
big,
I mean,
bold
solid.
California cab.
Yeah,
it's,
I mean-
it's big. It's just not that. Listen, the Lodi Zens, you'd always know that the fruit there is just really rich, and
Yeah.
then it'll balance out on the back end. And so I was kind of expecting that from the cab too, but it's a lot more balanced from front to back. Trying to think.
I mean,
of course,
I can't
it
think
is
of
not
the
bad.
palate's pretty wrecked already, but I'm
Yeah,
trying
it's
to,
like so we're going from that to this, and then
Yeah,
it's
we're
like
good.
boom, it blows up in your mouth, and it's like
Yeah, we're gonna do the whole. I taste dark fruit and vanillas and stuff like that. Which
I would definitely go with it. It would be nice with a red meat meal.
We really
a
argued
steak,
it's a fair review based off all
deer
we've
back
been drinking,
straps.
probably.
Right. Well,
But we'd like to give a wine in here. We got to throw them all in here just because it makes the show entertaining. I hope
Well,
it makes it entertaining.
wine is such a enormous market.
well, it is,
Yeah,
and
I
that's
mean,
every time we talk about wines, we're going to talk about cherry and dark fruit and vanilla and oak and all these different things, and it's they're going to be similar in what we taste, but it's the balance and how those wines are made and how they balance and how they finish and how they build on your palate is what makes all these things so different and why there are thousands and thousands out
Drink
there.
it again. It's kind of
So as
Yeah.
I was just talking
Yep.
about building, it's
Yep.
changing, adding
Yep.
already. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I chugged mine, so maybe I didn't get all that.
Completely.
It really wasn't bad for somebody who traditionally hasn't been a big cab fan.
What do you think?
It's not bad. It's a little, for me, it's a little dry on the end.
When I stuck my nose in at that time too,
I'm telling you, it's changing.
I almost got blackberry.
Yep.
Or I
like,
did. It was that blackberry.
But
instead of that
it
typical.
opened up a little bit, I think. So yeah, I think give this one a shot.
Yeah, and it's at a good price point too. All these 7 Deadlies, they're reasonably priced.
If you want to see the prices of all of this stuff, go check out our app. I haven't done our
out
plug yet
the
for the
app.
app. Check out
Yep.
Sour Door Wine and
Get
Spirits.
on the
It's
app.
there
It's out there
We
on
offer
the line.
delivery.
on the interweb.
There'll be curbside pickup.
City of Murray, City of Mayfield, all of
All
Marshall
over
County.
That's right.
So
But man,
put
that's
us on there.
yeah, it's getting better. I'm telling you, it's opening up a little bit. It's good, whatever that means. Like I said, we're not experts. I like what I like. What you got?
No, just Michael, thanks. Stone, I was saying how he's enjoyed several of our store picks. We have too. Can't wait for the next one. Like I said, it'll be here tomorrow, and can't wait to go to do the next ones. We've the four of us have. Has anybody missed one yet? Of the four of us?
We didn't go. To
I didn't
Bullet.
get to taste the Russell's
Y'all didn't get to
Reserve,
go to Bullet.
Yeah, that's right,
and
yeah,
you
that's
didn't
it.
get to go.
I
to
was
Russell's.
there,
Yeah,
you
you
were
got-
there.
yeah.
but we didn't get to go.
So of the-
too many people.
Several that we've done now in 7 years.
Yeah.
Me, Patrick, Brian, and Boone have been the core four.
And our wives.
It's kind of been our thing. Our wives have gone on a couple
Significant
with
others.
us.
Yeah.
Brian's brother got to go with us one time. But it's
Sorry,
kind of
man.
been
That's the one you got shafted.
the core four. So
He took one for the team. That was
Yeah, it's all good. I drink enough bourbon to make up for it. So
yeah.
and we did good. We picked a really
The
good
Russells,
barrel
and I think
that
we're gonna
day,
bring
too. That
we're gonna do
was
Russell's
solid.
Reserve Thanksgiving Wild Turkey. That's kind of our plan is to do that one. Maybe think of a cocktail or something. Do a
there you go.
if we can figure out a
Gravy
Zoom-
flavored cocktail.
If we can, yeah, that'd be kind of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, a turkey trot.
Right.
Any questions out there?
Well, we tried everything here.
We're good, man. We're rolling along pretty well. I said everybody's
Cruising.
preoccupied.
We
with something
picked
else.
football games last week, but we don't remember or didn't do it.
We got a question. What would you pair with this wine? Oh, yes, a few.
I said it earlier. This would be perfectly fine with any red meat dish, for sure.
I'd have it with a burger.
Pasta.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
this
it's
is
a
it's
burger,
light enough that it
barbecue.
can- this isn't
Yeah.
a after or anything. This is a with food wine. It's
Oh,
not so
yeah,
big.
yeah.
It's not that big California that'd fill you up
Barbecue.
while you're eating. You could
You know,
definitely
being
do it
hunting
with
season
wine.
and all,
with-
I would say
with
that
food.
go real good with a piece of deer backstrap and
Oh man, I tell you, I cooked the
Absolutely.
Tucker's back, the one that he got from youth hunt, and used some Allegro Game Tame, which is the local place. Put in there, put on the smoker. Man, it was
would have not been fabulous with the 7 Deadly.
it would have been delicious.
Delicious. See,
Yeah.
Red meat, pastas. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and it's traditionally you go red meat, red wine, white meat, white wine.
Traditionally,
But
Drink what you like.
some red wines I don't
exactly,
feel that.
that's
but
exactly
I
what I was
feel
going
that.
to say. Drink what you like, eat what you like, enjoy.
Yeah, and if
So-
you cook with, don't cook with anything you're not gonna drink.
That's yeah. Don't buy a cheap wine that you wouldn't drink.
If you wouldn't drink it, don't cook with it. If
Yeah.
you're gonna cook with it, that's
Don't
what
do
they
it.
say. Because you don't need a ton of wine when you cook and stuff. Yeah.
You
cooked-
might after you cook and some
cooked
different
anything
ways
fun
of
lately?
Cooking and
Well, what have I made? No, not really. I mean, just every day of the week stuff. Buffalo chicken mac and cheese.
Oh.
You know, I made some peanut butter. You remember, like back in high school, elementary school, middle school, they made the sheet pan desserts where it was like a little bit of cake and a little icing on
You
top.
made peanut butter bars.
And
Yeah,
that's basically
they're
what I
really
made.
good.
I had those, and I felt like it was middle school maybe. Of course, you can't have peanut butter in the schools.
it's all going to change.
I know. I'm excited about that. I'm a big peanut butter fan.
Yes.
So,
Crunchy or creamy?
oh, crunchy. All
Crunchy.
day.
With the spoon, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't need
Yeah, I
bread.
mean, what
you
are
don't
you
need
gonna
bread
do?
for that.
Yeah. And sit there and drink that bottle of wine with your with that. Are we
Speaking of
gonna?
that, we can
we
do
got
one.
any shout outs?
Okay, shout out to Patrick at home.
Hey Pat. One love.
Boone makes.
I do make great cookies.
Boone is quite the baker. We'll give him credit. He's always bringing.
One of my life dreams is to be on the Great British Baking Show.
The British baking show.
Although
my
I'm
wife and my
American
daughter.
and I don't think I'm going to get on,
seen 'em all.
but I'm going to go ahead and put it out there.
Out there on the line.
Oh, it's on the line for the world to see. That's my dream. I think I would do well.
Your teeth are way too nice.
Perfect, buddy.
I don't know. I got a big gap.
You got the gap. But you,
I do.
Walt says serious comment. Do an episode of holiday cocktails. Perfect bloody, crushed mint Ren martini, proper old fashioned,
Oh, we can
spiked
always make
eggnog.
a,
Oh yeah.
a perfect Bloody Mary. We got those skills.
Got
Yeah.
the Bloody Mary.
No, I think
Got
that's
that.
so we're trying to figure out start doing some segments, start to do some other things, and maybe do some pre-recorded stuff. We have Micah out there that's like master that keeps all kinds
Michael
of
Brame,
Will be
who
the-
I was also a Big Apple
Who we
alumni.
pretty much taught
And has
everything
been
you
at a
knew
big-
anyway. So
Has
And
been a mixologist
mixologist down in Nashville.
in the Nashville, Franklin area for years now.
should
Actually,
get-
just retired, but yeah, he has like certified cocktails.
He makes his own vermouth and all that stuff, doesn't he? I think
Oh,
he's-
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they
bitters.
have it.
Or
They get
sorry,
their own
bitters.
bitters and stuff
Sorry,
everywhere.
not-
Yeah.
Yep.
It'd be kind of cool.
So,
All right. Do we want to do
All right.
picks? Do we want to mess with it tonight?
no, I mean, we didn't even say what we did last week.
All we know is that Patrick went 0 for 7.
0 for
Yeah.
7.
0 for 7. You're out, Pat.
Yeah.
Most of our audience didn't really care about our picks.
I don't
so.
care. Let's see. Do you guys?
I mean, it was fun for us.
I think the guys take care about it. I think we should just start doing.
Let's do a
polls.
couple then. I think we still need to do a couple.
Let's do a couple.
Even though I suck at it, I want to do it.
Brian's
so
getting on
that
his
should say
phone.
something.
Let's see what we got here.
If you don't care about football picks, we talked about all of our products. You can find them at Cellar Door Wine and
Whammy.
Spirits anytime. Seasonal ones excluded.
Let's see here.
Yep.
All right.
All right, what you got?
All right.
Where are we
We
starting?
don't want to do Bears Titans, do we?
No, I'm staying away
Ooh,
from
here you go.
that.
Is that
They're
tomorrow?
on a
It's tomorrow. Hey, tomorrow
slide.
night's Packers 49ers. It's a good one, but the Packers, the 49ers are just decimated, man.
Decimated.
Green Bay minus 7.5.
Well, I mean, we're going straight up. I'm taking the Pat.
Yeah, we go straight up. Where's it at? That doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter.
Levi
They're
Stadium.
playing 49ers B squad.
Yeah,
at this
give
point.
me the pack.
Yep, Packers. Patrick, feel free to pick, even though you're not here if you want.
It'll be a loser pick
Whammy.
anyways.
Yeah, you.
Whammy.
Another 0 for 7. If
This
I-
may I don't know if this will be fun. Saints and Buccaneers, kind of fun. Brady versus, and then I
Saints.
think Antonio Brown's coming.
Saints.
Ooh,
I'm going Saints. Bucks are hot, but
Give me the Buccaneers.
I think I'm going Bucks too. Yeah.
I hate picking Tom Brady, but I'll go with it.
Yeah. As much as I hated picking the Steelers last week, I hate picking the Tom Brady team this week, but I will do it. Yep.
I was like Tom Brady. We're the same age, so
It's Ravens and Colts.
man, the Colts are not too bad.
And no, and we need the Ravens to win. Ravens are coming off a loss because we got to play Colts. The Titans.
We
play.
need the Ravens to win because
So I'm
we're
going to go with the
Titans
Ravens. I don't see them losing back-to-back games.
fans. Ravens. I'll take the Ravens.
I think so.
I think that's a hopeful pick as much as anything.
Exactly. It's it's biased. Let's see if there's any good college games. From Michigan and Indiana, 23 versus 13. I never would have thought I'd seen that. Is Tyler?
Good.
Wow. I'm gonna pick the Hoosiers.
No, I gotta go. I'm going Michigan.
Does anybody know where the term Hoosiers came from?
No, Brian, drop that fact.
I actually don't know it, but I've heard one. One scenario is when people knock on the door, they go, "Who's there?" That's
I'm hitting that again for that one. All right.
Georgia versus Florida. Is that a good game? Oh, 8 versus 5. There we go. Oh, hold on. So you guys, who did you pick? Indiana, Michigan.
I'll pick Michigan. I can't pick Indiana.
Give me Hoosier.
Sure.
Georgia.
No, we're still picking Michigan
Oh.
and Indiana.
Oh, you just said Georgia before.
That's the next one, but we still didn't pick it though.
Well, I gotta know that. Michigan. I said Michigan.
Okay, so I got it. It's a lock.
Yeah, well,
Yes,
we don't
Leanne,
have
we
to
are
do
trying to
it.
get on ESPN.
Not me.
Is it S.A. Leanne, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, Florida, Georgia, last pick. Georgia. minus 3.5.
Georgia.
Georgia. Where is it actually?
I don't care. Georgia.
TIAA Bank Field.
I don't know what that is.
Is that Florida? First team is the home team, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, so is it?
No. It's like, yeah.
The bottom team's home team.
So it's at
It's at
it's
Georgia.
at UGA.
Okay, Georgia.
I'll go ahead and go get you guys. Give me Gator bait.
Gator bait. Wait, if you're Gator bait, does that mean you're Georgia?
No, I'm Gators.
bait.
So if you were pulling for Gators,
Gator bait.
Gator bait
Yep.
would be whatever we're going to
That's
shoot
true.
on.
That's true. But just give me the Gators. All right.
Sign off.
That's good. Well, I appreciate you guys letting us tune in because I know everybody's kind of preoccupied. But we appreciate all your business at the stores. So we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of our customers and our support and our staff. Be sure we're going to be here next week. Tune in.
Tune in.
I think we're going to try to do the 1792.
We'll do the
If it
1792 for
comes in.
sure next week.
That's
And
all
then
we've
somebody-
got. That's
y'all-
all we've
y'all
got.
tell us
so
what you
far.
want.
Throw out some stuff. Start
Throw us
throwing out
some random stuff, and I think it'd be kind of fun. I think it'd be kind of neat. Michael Shaw said he picks the Gators. But no, I think that's about it. Everybody be safe out there.
Be safe.
Keep an eye on all of our social media accounts. Like I said, we're on YouTube now, so go on there, follow us. Instagram, we're out there. I don't think we have it on Twitter. We're out there. We all have our own little Twitter handles.
Yeah,
So you can follow me at Butch A. Edwards on Twitter. Out there
I don't
on
know
the
if it's
line.
Still linked up. And one time it was linked up. And
But
threw
I
stuff
share it
out
all
there,
through
but I don't know if
my
it-
personal one.
Right.
So if you want, that's my Twitter handle. Keep up to date on all of our use our apps. If you want contactless shopping, just go on the app, put it in there. It's all there. Pull up, call a store, come through the drive-through. We'll have all your stuff ready. We're starting to get it figured out. It's working pretty well, I think.
Yeah.
What do you think? I mean, we sat there Friday. We had a lot come in.
Yeah,
Friday
we had
that-
several come in Friday
Yeah.
when you were up there with us, and kind of figured out some stuff to make it hopefully a little more seamless
All right, I'm done.
for us as well
We
as
gotta go
y'all.
to the
So,
bathroom.
All right. Special
That's
thanks to
why
our
I
studio
use
provider,
I waited a-
Trey Morris with Morris Auctioneers, and producers Austin Ray with Aesthetics Imagery. Have a great night. Always drink responsibly, and let's be great to one another. And as always, Boone, cheers.
cheers.
See y'all. If I'd have known that, I'd have kept holding off.
I wonder why he was like, "Oh, okay, let's sign off. Let's sign off."
I walked down to old Granddad's grave under that oak out by the lake. Written in stone, born in 45, died in 81. Made it home alive from the Vietnam War. There's smoke rising up from a Marlboro and a loaded gun. Bloodshot eyes, whiskey bottle glass.